3, 2, 1. Answer me, are we best friends? You do does. Let's see, go, go, go on. What the adventure again? Do 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 do. Our labyrinth T-O-D-O should us give us one hell of a good show. Whether it happens above or below in the dungeon. Even if gods pair us with unknowns, we'll break the ice and together form as one to beat a dragon born from goblin blood. Adago comedy televitra, jetty never outweighs the memories had. Apollo, Ishtar, and the killing stone. Soma, Loki, be pretty dope. Cassandra, what a game to do. Magica, baby, glow sticks up in the air for our dungeon pop stars and sing along. Because in times of catastrophe, we'll be there, fighting for our fans who care. Unleashing our strikes upon the evils that loom everywhere. Evading attacks one by one. We'll protect you to the dawn, and at the end of it all we'll rest until the next day. We'll have to do it all again. Ladies and gents, welcome to the very first episode of Dungeon de Almo Tomeria Freese Y3. So there's a lot of things to talk about, and I mean a lot. So if you're watching this on the playlist, and if you've been checking all the days and all that, you're like, did he really do this every day? Well, yes, but no. So here's the thing. Obviously, if you've gone through the whole playlist, you know that there's been some days that I've skipped, and then there's a lot of those days that I recorded the episode and then it didn't go through, or a recorder crashed. Bunch of stuff has happened in the past. My point being, the reason why this episode isn't being uploaded on the 5th, like it was originally planned to, is because some stuff happened and I'm sorry, I can't still get in my voice. I still can't get my voice out of singing this song. It's so good, even after singing, it's so good. Play an episode set. I almost said 300. Yes, because last episode was episode 300, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot of things to talk about, like, a lot. And so let's just get into it. With the first thing being, obviously you know that this is on the 6th, and that the last episode, I'm pretty sure that was officially recorded and uploaded, was on the 3rd. Because on the 4th, I was going to upload, I was going to record episode 733. Now this episode is, of course, going to be 700 and skipping 2 days, or skipping a day. This would be episode 735. So there is no 734, because we're trying to keep it consistent with the days and the numbers and not the episode numbers, because, you know, that makes sense. And so the thing is that I recorded episode 733, and it went amazing. It went incredible. Obviously, if you're coming from last episode, you know how amazingly it went, and you know all the stuff that went down. But as of right now, it's not up. So let's first explain that. So episode 733 is not up. And the reason for this is because, well, okay, it's explaining time, ladies and gents, and it's gonna be a lot of explaining, so let's try to do something to preoccupy us, and I don't mean leveling up teams. No, we're just gonna do basic stuff right now. Okay, so here's the story. So episode 733 was a blast. And it actually turned out to be 7 hours and 33 minutes. Obviously, you know this if you're coming back from last episode. If you're coming from last episode, it ended up being 7 hours, 33 minutes, and I believe 1 second. So we went right over 1 second. It was perfect. It was awesome. It was great. I had such a fun time. I was very tired by the end of it. But here's the thing that happened after. So, the video, again, if you were coming from last episode, you know this. The video crashed multiple times because I was recording it on my phone. And my phone doesn't have a lot of storage, and I had to delete a lot of apps off of my phone, and a lot of videos, and a lot of this and that off of my phone, just to be able to get the video done. Now, the video, the video to get it, you know, done, you know, having recorded it and everything, and it being the morning after, I had, you know, I had, like, looked on my computer because, like I said, since everything was crashing, I had to, email all my clips to another Gmail account of mine that was hooked on my computer, not saying that my current one isn't, but you get my point. I had to use another Gmail account, photos, whatnot. So, in total, at the end, there were 13 clips that made up episode 733. And I needed to find, now that I had all the clips on my computer, I needed to find a way to be able to, for the first time, people, I accidentally paused. No. So I needed to find a way to merge all the files, because I never merged anything on my computer before. Like, never. I don't edit anything on my computer. I've never edited a video on my computer. Of course, I've used editing softwares or apps on my phone, because that's usually where I record these episodes, and of course that's where I recorded episode 733, but the thing is that yeah, the thing is that, yeah. And so, before I went to sleep that day, I think, I tried to find a way to, well, actually, no, after I ended the episode, I went to sleep. And I went to sleep until, like, I slept until, like, 2 in the afternoon, which, that was, like, from, 7 to 2, so that's, like, I don't know, like, 7 hours or something, a pretty long time. And after that, I went and tried to find, like, I recuperated all, like, not recuperated, I downloaded all the files, and then I tried to find an editing software to merge all the things together. So I went on search for that, and I figured out that there was one through Windows that I could use in the Photos app on Windows. So into that Windows app, I did a bunch of stuff, I combined them all together, I made it look really cool. Obviously you would know this if you come back from the last episode. And I did it. Super cool. But then I had to export it, or, like, merge it, and I wanted it to be 1080p because, you know, it's episode 733, people. It's the freaking 2-year anniversary. I mean, come on. So, so that's what I did. I started exporting it, and what I thought would be super easy to do and super quick, it was not. So, for a while, I was waiting, and it was loading like nothing, and so I had to cancel it. And so then I went back again, redid it, and this is like in the late afternoon of yesterday, I think. Or no, yeah, yesterday, because episode was recorded on Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday I was completely wiped out, either, even, like, before I was asleep and after I was asleep, I was just completely wiped out the whole day. I was actually planning on going to sleep early yesterday, which I did, but I ended up going later than I intended to, so it was just a whole thing, and so, basically, majority of yesterday was me trying to figure out how to merge all these things together, and I found a way, obviously, and I went with the 1080p option to export it, and it started exporting. And so, I thought it was super slow, and after a while I realized that, oh, it's actually going. It's steadily increasing. And by the time for when I went to bed came, it was still going. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna leave it on after night. And at this point it had been like, I don't know, like 3 hours or something that it had been going. And so I had gone on, to sleep. And then I woke up at 1 in the morning today, because I had, like, this nightmare, which I really don't want to talk about, but anyway, after that, after going to sleep, again, I woke up, I checked it, and apparently, it was still going, which is good, but it's still taking a while, It was, oh god, my stamina? For the first time ever in like a bajillion years? Oh no, that's bad. Oh man, whatever. Well, we don't have enough stamina. Alright, and so, and so I was like, but when I woke up today, it had gone a lot faster, you know my point, it was ahead. And by the time it was like lunchtime, it was even more ahead, which is great. It was like more than halfway through the loading bar thing. And then I decided to unplug my computer because I was worried about it heating up and whatnot, but then I'm like, oh wait, isn't there like a cooler and blah blah blah. Anyway, I unplugged the computer, thinking that I was going to be up here, up in my room, just doing my homework, which I did do, but I did only one thing, which was my photography thing, which was supposed to be turned in yesterday, but I didn't because I was too tired, and yeah, everything's fine now, trust me, everything's fine. And so, I left it unplugged, thinking that I'd be up here when I was really outside and downstairs and literally everywhere else in the world besides my room. And because of that, I let my computer die, which reset the whole process. And so I went to recharge it, and of course the whole process was reset. So now I'm redoing it again. It's re-exporting. And if you want to, if you want to hear about some live action stufferoons, it's currently, as of right now, I don't know what you would say, like like 1/5 of the way there, right? Like that, actually, you know what, I'd call that like a 1/4, I guess. Should you call that a 1/4? Yeah. Let's say that it's sort of a 1/4 of the way there, or 1/4 of the way there. So it's still got a pretty long time, but, yeah. Again, if you're coming from last episode, which is the episode that I'm talking about, that's just really frustrating me, then, again, interesting facts about the uploading process of this episode. So technically, this episode that you're watching right now is the first of the two to come out, because obviously this one's shorter and it is going to be quicker to upload. Whereas this one will take a few days, but in the grand scheme of the playlist, obviously this episode that'll come out hopefully tomorrow, in the grand scheme of things, will come out after this, which I know doesn't really work, because that means that episode 333, even though it was recorded on the 4th, and then it bled into the 5th, and it's probably going to be uploaded on the 7th, wouldn't really be uploaded on the 4th, which means that it's not really episode 733, which means that it would actually have to be 736 But who cares? It's 733 views. It's yeah. So just roll with it, people. Just roll with it, okay? It's delayed. Live with it. Besides that, though, I do want to say the video was great. I had such a fun time with it. I loved it, and I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. And yeah, I just that video absolutely killed me afterward, and I don't know how I was ever able to survive that. That outright insanity of an episode. It's freaking insane. Now, in midst of all this chaos, yesterday was basically an entire day for me just to sleep. And then of course slightly work on that, and then watch Dead Meat like forever. And then today was mostly just a day of me getting back into the rhythm of things. For example, this episode. And yeah, that's pretty much it on you know, my interesting side of things. And again, if you're looking at the dates, then why the previous episode was uploaded later than this episode. So yeah, there's news. Also, just a quick thing, I am going to be doing Heroic Trials, but I'm not really going to name this episode Heroic Trials Radiant Faith. Though I feel like I should. Screw it. Continuity. Continuity, people. Anyway. Ooh, Stream Castle. Ooh, okay, never mind. So my point is, but continuing from my insane adventures through, Aftermaths. One other big thing, I gotta remember what the other thing is, but one other big thing is that I heard that there's a new event coming out. Mediocre's a great Memoria Freese YouTuber, you know, just posting all sorts of useful stuff. I'm sure I've talked about them like 5,000 times, throughout this series, if not more. But yeah, Mediocre released this, photo thing about there being like a new gacha or a new event. And I may be receiving this, you know, information wrong or whatever, but from what I got from it is that apparently there's going to be a secondary, how do I say this? A secondary, how does my best team fail? Okay. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to call Heroic Trials anything because I just failed. There's gonna be a second, Certain Gods and Familiar Love Songs. But it's more focused on Belle and Aes, which I really don't get. I wanna actually understand this. And while I am, I might as well just throw in all the gacha here because this is the last day for this event. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check stuff out. I wanna actually learn what's going on here. This is a lot of Hestia noises. Welcome back to another episode of Isn't It Wrong to Capitalize on Hestia's Noise for the gacha. Okay. Oh yeah, we should reset the items. That's smart. We should also do the exchanges. Hero Light, definitely. Ascension Fauna, definitely. Faith Stones, sure. Whetstones, sure. That was a lot of Whetstones. And why not? Just get a whole lot more Valis and an Alarm Gem. And, I don't know, more Valis? I mean, it doesn't hurt. Only everybody hurts. I guess we'll keep on doing... I don't know, we've basically done everything today, I think. Except talk to some peoples. Let's... Not sure. Why not? Let's clear any episode. I'd say, no, that's not an episode that I want to clear. We already did this. Yeah, no thanks. Let's do this, because that seems simple. Okay, let me check. MIDI. Okay. Memoria Freese. Let me check this. Yeah, there you go. It's this thing. So he posted something, or they posted something. They posted something, which why did I re-click this? We're not going through this again. But, that's all I'm gonna say, but. Yeah, they showed something, which is a Danmachi 3 project, which is interesting because we only have Danmachi 2 projects, I think. Yeah, it's a Danmachi 3 project that's apparently, like, the flip side of Familia, of certain gods and Familia love songs, which has Belle wearing glasses, and kind of, I don't know what he's supposed to look like. We got Seer looking like a nun superior type getup. We got Aina looking like Aina? I don't know. We got Aes looking like Wonder Woman. I don't know what's going on here. It's very interesting. Let me look through the comments to understand what this is. I don't understand this. Coming to the game this week. Oh, okay. So, apparently this is tomorrow. So, apparently this is coming out tomorrow. Apparently a certain goddess's love song event. I'm not sure if that means a second part, or I don't get this. A tale, gacha stuff, bundles, 7th Zone, and then another event, and then after tomorrow, there's going to be another certain goddesses event. What is this? I saw this certain goddesses and Familiar love songs as like a part of the manga or something, because this feels very, very much like that whole event felt, to me at least, it felt very canon with Rika and Haruhime, and just everything felt very much canon, especially starting off with something very canon, as well as what we got prior, which was the what do you call it? The Under-Resort Crossing, which was definitely was in my mind was definitely Sword Art Artoria Season 2. I keep on reading forth. Note, it seems like this new event will be will be the other stories from Volume 8 of the light novel. Oh. Interesting. So this is from the 8th light novel? So, am I to assume that all that's going on here, that these certain gods and familiar love songs are sort of the interjection slice of life stories that happen before the events of Season 3? Is that what I'm supposed to... So am I supposed to assume that all this is canon? Because I'm seeing that Volume 8 of the light novel... I'm pretty sure light novel is canon, but... You know what? Maybe they did all... Maybe they're making these certain God and Familiar Love songs from the 8th novel, from Volume 8, because... From Volume 8 of the of the light novel, so they don't have to tackle it in the show, in Season 3. And people can just know it either through the light novel or just through the game. That's my thing. So this event will cover Seer and Aina's chapters from Volume 8, but it also seemed like it will cover Belle and Aes's. Not sure on this part. Wow. That's really exciting. Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna get more stories. So first it was Makoto, Lily, Wealth, and Haruhime. We really didn't get much from that. And now it's gonna be, apparently now it's gonna be Belle, Seer, Aina, and Aes. So are you telling me we're gonna have to have another 5-hour event? Jesus. We just finished this! Interesting. That's really, really interesting. So I guess tomorrow we're getting new stuff already. Damn. That's exciting. We got another thing. So yeah, Danmachi 3 project makes me think that these two events are setting us up for like this is just filler in the sense just putting more stuff from the light novel into the game as visual novels stuffs to prepare us for Season 3, or to prepare the fans that don't read the manga like me, even though I have the manga, for Season 3. So, interesting stuff. That's very, very interesting. Though, you know what? Even though you've probably seen the title of the episode, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be pretty interesting to you. I'm pretty sure. That is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. My homies down on the middle floors. Fighting them... I forgot what those robes are called. Damn, Belle over here looking... just swinging left and right. Hellhounds, that's what they're called. Don't know how I just remember that name out of nowhere, but... Hey... Well... Looking sharp as usual. Oh man. She's about to destroy him with her mind powers up in here. Or just do that, yeah. And then, of course, the boy with Firebolt. Nothing less can be expected from my boy. From my straight-up homeboy. Down on Route F-10. Nothing more to expect. From the absolute most... the absolute best familiar? I don't know. The most epic familia on the block. Oh man, this is pretty. It's pretty surprising, huh? Huh? Yeah, probably. Probably not, right? I'm excited that we're actually starting this for once. You know, because it is Y3 and all, and you know, doing season 2 on Y3 completely makes sense. Aww. I was gonna say, but didn't. Yep. You don't say. And just like that. And just like that. And just like that. With this epic music. Bring us that sweet, sweet title card. Ooh, I like that. I like that. And you know what else I like? I leak. Yes, I leak. I love leaving y'all off right there, just as we're starting season 2. I almost said 3. 2 of Is It Wrong to Chat Up Here Girls? Dungeon 2. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. So, with a new event coming our way tomorrow, second part, 4 more stories, another grand tale of sorts where hopefully Rika and Endgame can probably happen. This Y3 is gonna start off real sharp, real slick up in here. So, you know, we got season 2 popping off. We're going to season 3, and we're doing another grand event. Man, just popping off, huh? But it can't get better than this. Probably won't. But until then, thank y'all for watching the 1-day delay of episode 735, aka the first episode of Y3 of Dungeon Onanako Ohiro wa Mashigate Imasu ka Memoria Freese. So until tomorrow, where we're gonna have a new event and just a fun schedule for me to plan, I'm going to write the intro, like a proper intro for this, because yeah, I feel like it's needed. I feel like Y3 is gonna is gonna end up being a lot more epic than you want it to be. We're actually doing stuff in the game, people. You wanna know why? Because I have all the time on my hands. So, arrivederci, arigato, ensayo, gen nara. Bye!